Welcome to our COMM 3320 Communication Theory Blackboard Shell. I wanted to take a quick second to walk you through the Blackboard Shell. If this is your first time taking an online course, or if this is your 12th time taking an online course, each class is different, and I want to make sure that you have an enjoyable and engaging experience with our Blackboard course. I hope you like the colors. I designed it myself. So we'll begin here at the Start Here button. The Start Here button will take us to our main homepage, where you will see a welcome video that I've posted, essentially sharing with you all a little bit of information about communication theory. You'll see the Start Here module, which is typically available for the first couple of days of class. And then in this folder, you will see all of the course modules, which is where most of the course content for the class will be. And so I'll click on the Start Here button. And under the Start Here button, it just gives you a brief amount of information about what the course is, provided by an introductory letter from myself, and some of your initial assignments. You should read the course syllabus and then take the syllabus verification quiz. You should post an avatar to your Blackboard page, and then you should submit the avatar here. You should create or complete, an APA style tutorial and quiz, because in this class, all of the assignments that you will write must be written in APA. You will find a link for the course textbook information, as well as see the discussion board post for the first day of class. And so that's all listed in the Start Here module. I'll go back to the side and click on Course Modules, which will take us to the first two course modules that you all are able to see. Module 1, Introduction to Theory and Process of Communication, and Module 2, Historical Developments of Communication as an Academic Discipline. Let's take a look at Module 1. If you're watching this video and it's the second or third day of class, you should have already entered Module 1, Introduction to Theory and Process of Communication. Many of the modules in our class will follow this very same format. I have a folder that's filled with chapter notes from chapter 1 and chapter 2, a folder that's filled with your chapter PowerPoints, and I'm just clicking on this so that you all have an opportunity to see, a folder with the videos for this module, which correlate to chapters 1 and 2. You have a discussion board post if you were a communication scholar that's due on July 9th. And then you have your first journal prompt, Communication Context and Research Topics, which is due on July 12th. And so just quickly, your discussion board post, you will go and post under Course Discussion Board. And it's already listed and no one has posted yet, but this is where you would post that. And I'm going to go back to course modules, module 1. And your first journal prompt, Communication Context and Research Topics, is due on July 12th at 11:30 p.m. and you should upload that assignment here. And so you will find that the course follows this module outline, and it's based on themes that go along with communication theory, and everything that you will need for the course outside of your textbook is listed in those modules. I want to take a second and go to the course announcements. So typically every morning I post a set of announcements just to let you all know what's happening in our class. And so far, we have the first day of class, Monday, June 6th. It was my Welcome to COMM 3320 letter, followed by the first day of class checklist. So by Tuesday, July 6th, you should have taken the opportunity to complete all of the items listed under the Start Here module. And then for our second day of class, day 2, thinking about communication theory, I provided you all with a small welcome note, just reiterating what is it like to take a class online, what does it mean to be engaged in a communication theory course, and I also share a little bit about me as your guide through this class. And then lastly, the announcements for Tuesday, July 7th, is just your COMM 3320 assignment checklist due date reminders. And so you'll notice that this is all of the information for the Start Here module that's due July 8th. Module 1, you have a discussion board post as well as a journal prompt post, and it has the dates that are due for that. And then Module 2, historical developments of communication as an academic discipline, that journal paper is due July 15th. And I'm going to quickly go inside of that module just so that you can see. PowerPoints, chapter notes, there's actually podcasts for this module, and then analyzing journal article assignment. And so this is the actual assignment here. It lists out the questions, what you'll need to do, the due date. You'll submit the article here, which should be an APA style, and then you can select one of the two articles to write about. I'll go back to Start Here, highlight virtual office. And so you'll see that on the first day of class, Stephanie asked a question. I've already answered it. And this is where you can go to essentially ask questions. I typically try to check the virtual office hours once every day or so. But if I haven't had an opportunity to check, please reply to your classmates, or like I said in my intro email to you all, please feel free to send me a letter. There's a folder on course resources. And so one of the major projects for our class is a journal prompt. And in this folder, I provide you all with a grading rubric as well as an example for the journal prompt. In the course resources, I also have a few of the McGraw-Hill resources. And once you're done with the APA quiz, I'll create another folder under course resources that'll highlight all of the information for you to go back and quickly take a refresher on what does it mean to write a proper course paper in APA style. And then lastly, my grades. And so I always like to say that my grades tab can sometimes be a cheat sheet just to remind you what assignments you have upcoming. So I'm going to go back to the Start Here button, and I'm going to click on our syllabus for our class. And so briefly, I just want to highlight that my office hours are on Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can also feel free to send me a Zoom link. I have a list of the course descriptions, the purpose and the outcomes and objectives that we'll work on in this class. I have the 2 textbooks that we'll use for the course. The second course, Critical Race Theory and Introduction, is actually a free textbook that's online, and all you have to do is click on that. But we won't get to that text until the latter modules. And then here's also an array of course policies, policies about my diversity statement, policies about the email clause. Please read that information. Policy on emergency preparedness, exams, grade grievance policy, assignment guidelines, no makeup work, no late work, the syllabus elasticity clause, as well as a technology clause. And then finally, the course evaluation, which I'm sure most of you all have looked at over and over and over again. And so these are the major papers that you all will work with in this class. And then here's an outline for all of the modules. So typically the way that the course will work, all of the modules will remain open throughout the semester and they'll slowly start to open. So I know that many of you all will work on this class at your own pace. And so theory is set up in a module form. For anybody that has taken me before, especially during a summer session, you know that I generally organize the class by weeks and then each assignment by days. For COMM theory, since it's such a rich class and we cover quite a bit of topics, this class is more so a go at your own pace type of course and is based off of thematic modules. However, there are assignments that are due for each module and there are due dates to keep everyone on track to make sure that you're progressing through the modules. And so, as you know, the Start Here module is available. It's going to be available the entire semester, but you essentially had 3 days to complete all of the assignments for this module. Module 1, Introduction to the Theory and Process of Communication. It opened up on the second day of class, and you have within the first 5 days of class time to complete the journal prompt 1 as well as the discussion post. You'll also see that Module 2, the historical developments of communication as an academic discipline, it's already open. The assignment for analyzing journal articles, it's already available for you all, and it's not due until next Wednesday. But to make sure for those students that may try to get ahead on the weekend or they like to work on the weeknights or early in the morning, this information will be available. And so you'll slowly start to see the modules open up as we progress. So the self and messages will more than likely open up this Thursday, and then you will have a week to complete the assignments. And so typically you have a week to complete course assignments based on the modules, but I'll always provide a checklist so that you'll know the particular due dates for all of the assignments. But just know that the modules will be open, they'll remain open, and you'll have an opportunity to see that information. And so Module 3 is the self and messages. Module 4 is the relationship. Module 5 is the media and medium. Module 6 is the group and organization. Module 7 is the public. Module 8 is the culture. Module 9 is critical race theory. And so on here, 2 dates that you all will need to keep in mind is the first exam will come after Module 4. And the final exam and final paper will come after Module 9. And so I'll provide you all with specific dates. Typically, exams are open up for 48 hours. I like to give students an opportunity to complete the exams over a weekend. Based on the pace of our class, you may have to take your exam sometimes during the middle of the week, but I really try to give everyone an opportunity to take the course the test over a weekend. And that's it when it comes to our course syllabus. And so I'm going to go back quickly to our class to start here. And so as a reminder, this is where you'll need all of the information for this class. I am here to guide you along the way as you're successful in this class. This is a foundational class that you'll need. Make sure that you complete all of the assignments. You will need the paper from COMM 3320 for your final portfolio. So make sure that you're engaged in the material and you're thinking about how will this course propel me to be a better student in research methods, to be a better student in rhetorical criticism, to be a better student in OrgComm, as well as a better student in health and interpersonal. I look forward to continuing to work with you in this class. Have a great day.